It's J79. This is, right now we're done with Storm 6 Part 2, and I think we did get some ice around here. Before I go into my usual area, I'm just going to show you my little tour of my snow-laden driveway here. I just wanted to show you the snowbanks. And this snowbank here is almost about as high as I am. And just came in to plow, and just one of the snowbanks here. My car, and this is just about as high as the fence. This is probably like a 5 feet fence here, and a lot of snow on the rooftops, and these are big snow banks, and these snow banks around the roads are about quite a bit high. I think we have about 3 feet of snow, and I'm not even crawling here. I'm standing up, and it looks like I'm not even standing up because the snow banks are so high. Yeah, look at all the snow in the truck here. Very big snow banks. And icicles everywhere. And we did get a little bit of ice, but it's not enough to literally cause any power problems. But this is how much snow it is out there. You literally just stand up in the sidewalk, in a plowed sidewalk, and it looks like that you're a miniature person sitting sitting like standing right next to a high thing of, it's like Cool Whip or whipped cream. It looks like a miniature person, like in a whipped cream land or something. And really, the snow actually on the snow above the snowbanks, and you can hardly see the road because the snowbanks are so high. And yeah, this is really high piles of snow that's like piling up in my house. And matter of fact, in my Stop and Shop, these snowbanks, the snow mountains, I have a snow mountain in a Stop and Shop, it's like 10 feet high. And when you're working there, it's like working in a giant snow bowl. And we have a mountain in the TJX that they're keeping. It's really heaping high. And yeah, these are just how a sample of how big the snowbanks are around my parking lot. And there has to be some place to put the snow, and usually my car is like a lot deeper in there, but because the snow is like piling on top here, but if it keeps snowing like this, there's just no place to put the car. And yeah, a lot of big snow banks, a lot of snow on the rooftops. I say shovel your roofs or else it's going to collapse. We actually got like 41 collapses so far around the area. And I tell you, it's a big area. Looks like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters really exploded, and seems like it really does look like a scene from Marshmallows from Ghostbusters. Wow. But yeah, this is getting really serious. These aren't from the plows, these are from like the shovels and the snow blowers, and how it's really creating a wall of snow. Wow. Alright, anyway, this is my regular area to show my snow here. Again, very high snow. We're done with parts. We're running with the second part, and the storm is over with. We're actually having a lot of snow this weekend, but it's probably not as much. But man, any more snow, it's just not welcome here. And as you can see, it did get a little bit of ice here. As we can see, a little cherry tree, and there is a glazing of ice, and it's not enough to bend the trees and create these, what we're fearing about the ice storms, but we still get a little bit of ice. It's enough to make the roads a little slick out there. took me an hour just to get move the car into the garage. Earlier for the plow was run. I took the car back out after my thing was plowed, but it's just really things here. I can just step in the snow and I don't know if you can hear it, but actually the snow is crusted in ice. Thanks to a little bit of icing here. It's really, yeah, we got enough ice to crust up the snow, but actually earlier this morning it was heavy sleet, and before it changed to freezing rain, enough to glaze the branches here. And we can get a little closer to it and see a little. Yeah, it's a little bit of a crusted in ice here. But still, it's just not enough to cause power outages per se, but it still does make a little bit of a white thing on here. Not enough to bend this tree down, much like the second storm we had here, but I tell you, what a winter. February starting off the same thing. Saturday, Tuesday we're going to be getting something, but it's maybe rainfall. But it's at that point right now where the rainfall really caused concerns for the roof, because it's going to have a little melting to soften the snow, but that could actually be a bad thing, because then it would allow the rain to soak into the snow on the roof, and yeah, more collapses can happen. You can see the little creak of the branches when I thing here because of the ice that's on here. But I don't think we're going to have any power outages, but it's a little bending a little bit, but it's not, but since the second storm's just about over, see that person digging up there. Yeah. Anyway, a couple other things in the news. Little Big Planet 2. I'm actually finishing up my first level. It's actually a fiery cave you go through. It's very hard. A lot of grappling hook to do, and some platformers. There's a lot of fire and gas, and that you have to avoid and stuff. But if you want to have a challenge, once the level comes down, once the level's uploaded, you can try it out, see it for yourself here. But anyway, sixth storm, come and gone. We actually had a little bit of an orange tint to the sky, which means that the storm is probably pretty much starting to exit up here. But again, we did get quite a little bit of sleet and stuff, but then it changed briefly to freezing rain before quitting now. We did get enough ice to, yeah, cause that coating on the branches, and you can actually just, when you move it around, it can makes a little creaking sound when you move the branches around. Well, this is it, and JD out.